Hey, y'all. I thought I'd hop on here because Wendy's Live has been so great and see if anybody else wanted to come in, share about their channels, anything like that. Um, I posted a link up here on StreamYard. Come in and feel free to come on up into the channel and let's talk. This is my first time doing this off the laptop, so may have a learning curve that we have to do. Hey, Josh, how are you doing? Hey, Glenn, good to see you. I put the link up there if you guys would like to come in. Josh or Glenn, either one, if you guys want to come in and talk about your channels or anything. Hey, Mitchell, come on up if you want to. I posted the link at the top there. I just wanted to see. I hear you. I hear you, Mark. But I think Wendy had such a good thing going on that we need to keep this going. Hey, what's going on, Glenn?
What do you say, Dale?
Oh, I'm just, what Wendy had going on. I thought, hey, Simply Jan, I posted a link if you'd like to come up. I just thought we'd go ahead and add on to it because this is a good thing that Wendy has going on Sundays for sure.
I wish I could. I'm on my phone, so I can't see the chat. So
if you hit the comments down at the bottom, it takes over your screen, but you can still, you know we're here in the background, so just read your comments and everything. But
yeah, but I gotta be able to see everybody.
Hey, Chris, 12 Stones, Byron, come up and talk about your channel. Anybody's more than welcome. I do have the free version, so we've only got 6 spots here. So, but I think this is like a good deal. There's Josh. What's going on, Josh?
Talk bad about Mitchell.
I'm waiting for that video, Josh.
Where's it at?
I'm trying to figure out the title, Glenn. Mitchell had.
Oh, it's funny.
Mitchell,
tell him your idea for the title, Mitchell.
Mitchell, I think you're muted.
Yes, I can't hear Mitchell.
We're not hearing you.
Oh, I said the title. I said, ladies, that's not a flashlight. For his.
Right. That ain't right.
But it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys get a chance, if Byron ever hops up, you have to ask him why he named his 12 Stone Ranch. It's great.
Yeah. Gary and Cindy, when he popped in, they to the chat, they were talking about the 12 Stones and everything, and I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, he hopped on one of one of my lives one time, and it was just a pop-up deal, and then someone asked him where he came up with the name at, but he should make a video. I'm not going to tell anybody. He needs to tell it because it's a great story.
Yeah. Hey, Little Ridge, that's no problem. Appreciate it. Hi, Jan.
Hey.
I didn't know which Jan we were getting.
A girl.
You did right.
Oh, you men. Wait,
we're not part of the He-Man Woman's Hater Club here,
I had 4 brothers, so I feel right at home right now.
Sounds good.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Doing good. Josh, you got a good signal tonight.
What's that?
Go ahead, Jan.
I just said good to meet Glenn.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you. I was going to say, you're not too far from us. From what
I don't think so. We're near Stockton.
Yep. So you're only about an hour and a half from me.
Where are you at?
We're in Adrian. Just where Butler is, or Nevada, I guess. Probably a little
Nevada,
easier.
Yes.
We're north of Nevada, about 40 minutes.
our best friends live in Nevada. Well, they live in Anderson.
Okay. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
So
You're
we
not
can
too
have a
far from
family.
me.
We can have a party.
He wouldn't come see me like you did, man.
I know. You didn't drive. You drove thousands of miles to see me, Josh. I love Josh. He's my
What?
buddy.
Next time you see him, it'll be in yoga pants.
Yoga. Oh. And that's special.
Just stretchy pants, epidemic.
Planting tomatoes in stretchy pants. So
That ain't right.
Well,
Cowboy
I
boots,
do
cowboy
that myself, so what can I say?
I had a friend one time. She told me, she's like, because I was talking about how comfortable overalls were to wear. I wear overalls a lot, and she's like,
Oh, yeah.
I've decided that overalls are a guy's yoga pants, and I'm like, what? I'm like, well, I can tell you this: if yoga pants are half as comfortable as overalls, I understand why. Hi, Tom and Rhonda.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's Willoway. How are you?
Tom and Rhonda, hello.
But no, like I said, I just wanted to continue this going because Wendy is doing a good thing there. I know other channels have done it, but it's it's a good deal.
Chris and Larry in here,
Yeah, but
or Chris anyway.
Iron in here. Stones.
Yeah, I saw Byron in there. I went and tried to watch Chris's goat video that they were just talking about, but I couldn't find it. So
It was just a picture on the community tab.
that's
well, when I went to the community tab, it was just a picture of the freeze dryer. It wasn't,
I'll have to go back and try to find it again.
Me too.
So,
well, you're looking pretty good yourself, Tom and Rhonda.
I didn't even know you guys was on that live over there. I just barely caught the end of it. I was like, well, doggone.
Yeah, it's that live of Wendy's has become really good. She had one that was like 4 hours long that had Chris, Mitchell, me, who else? Tony from Kettle Kitchen. There was someone else.
Chris was on there with us.
Chris, Tony, you, me, Wendy, and I can't remember who was the other one. Oh, but anyway, it turned out being a really good live. Like Chris really talked about things to help grow your channel and stuff like that, and it was really good.
Hey, Chris has done a really good job getting her channel to grow. She's really exploded since we found their channel. They've gained over 2,000, almost 3,000 subscribers in a few months.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Hey, Dale, are you on your computer?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out.
So at the bottom of the screen, there's like a couple little window pictures.
Yeah.
Whenever it pops up 3, you can actually if you just click on them, you can see the difference that they do. Like it shows like the little pictures. It ain't gonna hurt anything to click through them.
Oh, there we go.
My
If you do-
internet is being stupid, so
Yeah, I understand.
why?
Yeah,
So-
Nana won't like that if I have that where she's in the picture here,
Yeah, but when it goes down to 3, it actually puts 2 on the top and 1 in the bottom, and it
Which
doesn't
is better.
focus in.
Yeah.
Hi,
It
Lisa.
does-
Yeah. Jan, you're back in here, and I know I feel with
Josh
you.
is in the chat still, so
Hey, Josh.
he just jumped down.
Yeah, I kind of wanted Josh to stay up here. I didn't get to talk to him very much the other morning, and him and Mitchell's live, and
His
I want to hear
internet
more about his
stinks
channel.
too.
I know.
Yeah, it seemed pretty good today, though.
It did seem really good when he popped on right then.
Yeah, yeah.
But
At night, we have the worst problems. I don't know why, but at night, it's awful. And
Probably because there's a whole bunch of
my
people on at one
friend,
time.
maybe it could be my friend sent us this booster, but we have to get a plug for it. You know, it's
yeah,
got an antenna and it's a booster. So hopefully that'll help when we get the USB plug and get
Chris,
that
Chris says
connected.
hi,
So-
Nana.
Hi,
Hey,
Lisa.
Miss Lisa.
Love you.
Jen said love you.
Love you.
She
Hey,
said
my
love
phone,
you
my
back.
phone's about 19%. I need to go get this fancy little John Deere charger I got.
Have you got to use it yet?
I think Jessica used it the other day. So
Yeah. I was missing
She
it earlier
confiscated
because
it.
my phone went dead. I got to get another one.
Oh, you ever heard of the East Texas Pine Cone Fest, Tom?
Yes.
Totally. I've never gone. I mean, I lived in Texas for 46 years, 45 years, actually, but never went.
Tom, if
Never
you're
went
not
there.
busy, hop up here and tell us all about it. Because it's like a meetup, the way I understand it
Oh,
from watching the, but we
is that the deal that they were talking about the other day on their live? They had another couple on there with them.
heard that. Yep. Heard
Yeah.
that is the other channel.
Lazy
Um,
days.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of down in their
I
neck
think
of
it
the
was
woods.
lazy.
Okay.
Hey, JB.
Yep. YouTube meetup is September the 23rd through the 25th. Pine Cone Fest. 12 Stones just posted it down there. Hey, GB, how are you doing?
That's right. Yep. East Texas meetup. Yep.
East Texas is going to be a long trip for me right now. I'm down 2 vehicles and everything else. So,
Yeah. If I went to Texas and I didn't see my children, I'd be persecuted.
yeah.
Yeah, they'd kill me.
Hi, Caucasian Sasquatch. He was in Double Dogs Live the other day. We talked a little bit. He does a lot of
Oh,
interviews
that's
with
awesome.
channels and stuff. If I remember right, he's
That's
from
cool.
Atlanta. So that's another channel that you ought to go check out. I would love to be there, Tom or Rhonda. I
Yeah.
imagine it's probably Tom talking, but we would love to be there. We just cannot do it right then.
Meetups are so fun. It's such a great way to network and meet like-minded people and bounce ideas off each other's heads. And I mean, I've learned more at some of the meetups I've been to than I have my whole life, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homestead, where are you? I understand what you mean by that, but maybe you should start one where you're at and reach out to some other channels around you. You know, set up a meetup.
Oh, excuse me.
Hey,
Brenda.
About time
Josh.
Annette over at Apple Tree Urban Homestead finally gets to join one, and it's morning for her.
Yeah.
Usually she's on everybody else's.
Annette, I just saw your
Hi,
comment.
Annette.
And it's like midnight, and she's still up and hanging in there.
Rooster's Tool Reviews in here.
That's what I was about to say.
That's probably the first live he's been in around us.
Hey, I'm going to hop down for a bit. I'll stay in the chat.
Okay.
If you're still up here in a little bit, I'll try to hop back on or something.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Mitchell.
I say I don't know how late I'll stay
you.
on. I'm pretty whooped this evening.
I know it's getting late.
Yeah.
I just thought I would continue on, and I mean, as long as there's people popping in here, I'm going to stay on for a little while. I've got to
we're late
get up in the morning and influence.
Heather, hi.
Hi, Heather.
It's already my bedtime already. It's 10:04.
I know, right? I know.
We butchered a whole lot.
too.
We butchered a lot
Dale.
of rabbits earlier today.
Yes.
So
You did 13 today, didn't you?
yeah, we butchered
Rabbits?
13 rabbits earlier today. We had 15 to butcher, but some people came and ended up buying 2 of them that were housing for a couple more days. But they rescued a couple from freezer camp.
Cool.
Oh, well,
Dale, are you
yep,
guys
go
in
ahead.
Missouri?
No,
or
we're
are you
actually
in
in Kansas.
That's what Kevin was asking. I said, I think you're in Kansas or on the
We're not
border,
very far
like
from Missouri. Yeah,
Missouri.
we're like 30 miles from Missouri.
Yeah.
Close to Nevada.
That's
so
how
we'd
they
be
know if you're a foreigner. If you say Missouri instead of Missouri, they're like, oh yeah, they're a foreigner.
That's what I say. That's what I tell people. I grew up in Missouri, clear until I was, what was I? I was 14 or 15. And that's how we knew somebody wasn't from there, is they were Missouri. And I'm like, no, it's Missouri.
That's funny because I've been here my whole life and I always call it Missouri.
Have you been like north though? Because that southwest corner down there where I grew up, that's the way it was.
I've been basically right here about the whole time.
Yeah.
The towns in Missouri are just so stupid. I mean, it's like Nevada instead of Nevada, Rolla instead of Rolla. You know, I mean, it's, to me,
I don't know. You go down to Oklahoma. Yeah, Coffeyville, Kansas. That's pretty close to. I'm actually not very far from Coffeyville, Kansas, Tom and Rhonda. We go through there all the time. Annette, that's I know you're always in everybody's lives, and everybody talks about you in there. And then we found out that you got another channel. You guys know that Annette from Apple Tree Urban Homestead has another channel. It's
no, what is it?
Annie Ann's Kitchen or something along that line. But Willoway was just talking about it in her live today. So I would if I could, Josh. Let me try it. I'll try
Aileen? Is that Aileen? No.
So Janet over at Homestead Where You Are says Kansas City area her whole life. I'm not sure exactly where she's from, but if she's in Kansas City area, she ain't too far from me.
No, she needs to get a hold of you.
I say, she's won. I don't know how many things that we've had to mail to her. So, I mean, we've sent stuff to her because she keeps winning stuff in lives and everything. Either we donated or we did our giveaway and she won it, and she wins all the time.
Night, Wendy.
Redbird can post the link, Annette.
Yeah, Redbird is a mod, I know for sure, Josh.
Did you post the link to her other channel, Annie's Kitchen?
Okay. Annette, she said she'll post the link. Yep. Brewster, hand me my phone over there.
Think it hurts anything to have a.
Well, I'm going to jump off here, Dale. I just want to jump on and say hi.
Hey,
since
Glenn,
I didn't get to see you guys in the other one, but
you bet.
I'm gonna.
You want to talk about your channel before you leave, in case anybody doesn't know about it or anything?
Well, I mean, if you don't know us, you know it's me. I'm Glenn, and then we got Laura Ingalls Wilder, which is my wife.
I love it.
No.
That video was awesome.
That's funny.
Still laughing about that.
No, we do homesteading and gardening and raise our own food and the things that we can. Anyways, obviously we're not doing everything, but as much as we can. But that's pretty much the gist of our channel. So, gardening, farming, raising meat, and all that good stuff.
I just subscribed to you. I thought I had you already the other night, but I got you now, Glenn.
I was gonna say it kicks people off if they don't watch like something and make a comment. For some reason, it'll throw them off real quick. So
Oh yeah,
I,
yeah. I
I try
always
to.
make sure.
Yep, I try to go in and watch and comment at least on one or two videos, and
Yeah.
for some reason I haven't really gotten kicked off of too many. It kicked me off of Chuck and Belinda's for some reason at one time, but which was odd because I comment on their stuff all the time, and I've had to
Yeah.
reset
Yeah.
them before.
Yeah, it's
I've had to do it 1,000
her
times.
Gathered Together Homestead. We got to meet up with it. If you guys don't know, we tried to put out videos, both of us. We got to meet up with Glenn and Jess, and we met with Pathways Homestead. And today, when I was got home from church, I just put you guys' all playlist on and started watching stuff. And
Cool.
guys, it's a cool channel. I'm really liking it.
Yeah.
So you guys need to go check out Glenn and Jess at Gathered Together if you haven't yet. Simply Jan, right down here at the bottom, is like one of our close friends that we haven't got to meet yet because we're in
Yeah.
live
Yeah.
together all the time.
We're family,
But
but we don't know. We haven't
we're
met.
family.
We haven't hugged.
We got to meet at Shoot
Once we
Dang.
hug, it's official.
That's right. We got to
Hey,
meet you
Belinda
at
and
Shoot
Chuck,
Dang. But
Tony
we need
and
to.
Kevin Kitchens is hopping in.
Hi, Tony. How are you? Josh from Skinner Farm, you should be a mod now. Tony, I think I made you a mod. I think I made several of you. I just went down through there trying to make mods. So
You're my,
if you're,
you're my one.
yeah, who was that had that live that time and somebody come in there and kind of trolled it and he's like, you get a mod, you get a mod, you get a mod.
Yeah, I don't know. It happens too many times.
But how's the boss? I got to hear about this fishing story today.
Oh, he had such a good day today. Well, we go to Pomme de Terre and
Yep.
to the little river area, and last year the crappie blew up. And this week, last week, I mean, not last year. This week we went, and we were getting crappie, but they were dinks, so we kept throwing them back. And then there's a pier, and they were catfishing. So we're like, okay. He goes, you want to go someplace new? And I'm like, yeah. So, with gas prices, we have to be really careful where we go and what we do, right? So there's Wobble
Hi, Oils and Wellness with Marcia. I wanted to say hi to him. I hadn't seen that one before.
So he had fished there before, and I had never fished there. So we go, and it's a creek, but it looks like a river. And we go, and we're not. I mean, there's fish everywhere. But there's too much bait fish, so they're not eating any of our bait, right?
Yeah.
So Kevin throws the top water. He goes, I'm just going to throw a top water. And he hooks into a 2.70 pound largemouth. He hooked it in the mouth. It shook it out and hooked it in his gill. And he actually got it up through stumps and trees, and he's like, babe, get a picture of it because I don't think I'm going to get it up. But he did, and I'll have it on one of my videos coming up. But it was a good day for the boss. He was happy. It was his first keeper of the year first topwater keeper of the year. So I swear to God, if that man could just like be a tour guide rather, and do fishing all his life, he would. He's an avid fisherman, and
there's
we both
jobs.
are.
No problem,
I'm a
Mark.
snowflake. I don't fish in the cold weather. He'll be out there in 30 degrees. He don't care.
Mod Father's in the house.
He says simply just gathered together with Dale on some 9-acre farm.
Yeah. Right.
So
well, he wanted to put it in the pond, but we didn't have enough water in the cooler to keep it alive to bring it to the pond. We have a rule. You have to catch 2 fish, 1 each. If you don't catch 2 fish, you have to throw it back. So that bad boy got to go back. And
see.
yeah, it killed me because I fish for food. He fishes for fun. But I fish for food. I'm like, no, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, and it drives him nuts. But he's right. You have to keep the productivity going, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Hi, Heather. If I haven't said hi to you,
I'll be right back.
take hand, Heather. All right.
I have to keep going back and forth to the chat just to see if anybody else came
lives.
in. You got Heather Lanscorn came in, Sweet Pea, Sid's Inspirations.
Howdy, howdy.
Those
Glad
are
you guys
some I have.
see you. If you would like, if you'd like to join live, it's pinned or it's at the top of the chat, or I will go ahead and post it again here. But come in and talk about your channel, talk about your day, whatever. Wendy had that going on, and I'm just going to continue on with a little bit here, while everyone else, if anybody else wants to hop on. So
did you go back and get all your chores done this evening, Dale, in the heat and the humidity?
I did. So we tried to wait until it was cool enough, to go out. And of course that didn't happen. And then while I was in the middle of it, we started building another pig pen to move the pigs out and some more pasture. And my mom shows up, and of course she wanted us to help her do some stuff. And she brought us more canning jars. She brought us some stuff for the farmer's market. So I wanted to go do that. But then I seen that Wendy was live with that shout out Sunday that she's been doing, and so I got in chat, talked a little bit, and then 2 or 3 people were like, "Hop in here, Dale," because Wendy was talking about me. So I hopped on until my phone went dead, and that's when the Australian guy come in there. This guy will add some heat to this deal. Hey, Chuck.
How y'all doing?
What's up, Chuck?
I'm in my recliner.
Good. How are you, Chuck?
I'm doing well.
That's where I'm at.
Hey, I'm on my recliner couch. It's kind of like the only chair in our tiny house, But how's Chuck?
Chuck is great. I just had to get up here with cool people. I seen Jan up here. I said I couldn't stand it. I had to be up on the same panel with Jan.
Hi, Tamara Brown.
Well,
thank you for that.
I had to even out the man cave. I had to, put the balance in here because it was getting out of hand.
we had to have some girls up in here,
Heck.
Yeah, thanks for that. Smash the thumbs up, please, guys. But
yeah.
Tamara
hello,
saying
Heather.
smash
Hello,
the thumbs up.
Sweet pea. Hello.
See, that's where I'm.
Just ignore me, Dale.
Chuck,
hi, Chuck.
It's being on live with me and Dale the other day, so you had to jump back in here again.
That's right. Hey, yeah. Y'all crashed my live the other day, and so I had to come on here and repay the favor.
There you go.
Yeah.
I went on your.
Now it's getting real. It's getting real.
Now we're all in trouble. Jesse's in here now.
It's gone downhill right now.
We're all in trouble now. Jesse's here.
Did you hear me?
What are we doing?
I had to get on here when I saw Chuck come on. I said I got to get on there, otherwise he gonna badmouth me.
No. He was gonna do that whether you were on here or not.
I know. That's what scares me. No, I had to come over
Are
here
there
so I
no
can help.
other women that want to come up? I mean, come on, where's my help?
No, I was jumping on here so I can
Hi,
protect you,
Mike and
Jan,
Rihanna,
from these
family
other
vlogs.
three.
Good
Oh,
to see you.
thank you so much.
I want to act as you. I want to act as your mod father. Your
You
father's gonna take
you
after
are
you.
my favorite. You.
Yeah. So Dale, I thought I thought
Yeah.
highly of you until you brought gathered together on here. I thought you were,
Oh.
you was I thought you was up to.
Oh.
Oh no!
I'm glad you got hit by Jessica, not me.
It done went south now, Bubba.
I wanted to help Jan out.
Tony's in her in the house.
Tonette. Her name is Tonette.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's Tanya now.
Oh God, Tony, that was too funny.
Tanya.
Oh,
I thought
you
I thought
like
Tony
that?
had just
Is
joined the hair band.
it's beautiful.
That's awesome.
It looks like
That's
wine,
funny.
only colored.
Tony,
Oh,
I'll be right
God.
back. I'll be right
Tony,
back.
I
Hold
believe
on.
in don't ask.
All right, Tony.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask. I'm not going to
Don't
tell.
ask, don't tell.
Hey, my jam video for Tony's collaboration comes up tomorrow. I'm number.
Good. All right.
I'm June 13th.
Really?
I made strawberry jam, and it's bad to the bone.
No
it's
kidding.
so good.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad it's
I
not a
never
Friday.
We'll have to
the
watch
13th.
that. Did you watch?
Huh?
Did you watch Boots and Bounties today?
I
Casey's?
did watch theirs. That
With
looked
the
really good.
honeysuckle jam.
Yeah.
No, I
It
have
looks
not
good,
watched
but
Casey.
you know what it looked like to me? Oh, it looked like work. I mean, she took
Yes,
every
that's
one
what I
of
was telling
them.
Lisa.
You got to watch it. It's work.
It's a lot of work to make that little honeysuckle.
Yeah,
It looked really
Casey's
tasty.
a real good friend of
Yep.
mine, and I'll have to watch that and check it out.
Well, everybody
you
knows
know,
I'm gonna
you
have
have
to.
to pick all those flowers and process. Yeah, I don't
I'm gonna
know.
have to get Jessica to make some now. Everybody knows I
Yeah.
don't do any work.
I know that's
Hey,
right.
at least
what
you're
I
getting
gathered.
it.
That's what I gathered. I was watching
That's-
your live, Glenn, with Jess's live when her phone was like up and down, so it was narrow, and that was like the common theme that Glenn wasn't doing any work. Jess was doing the work.
That all started with Jesse. Jesse started that big rumor, and Dale, I'm surprised. You'll
I
let
call it like
anybody
I
on
see
your
it.
lives, Dale.
I
mean,
know.
But you know what, Glenn? I applaud you because admitting to it is the first step to rehabilitation.
That's
Okay?
That's right.
That's right. Step
I
1
applaud
of
you.
the 12.
That's right.
It's
And
like,
then
it's
know
like
things
HAA.
not
Homesteaders.
change. Something like that.
Hi, Sweet Pea, Sid's Inspirations. Welcome to the Wild Chat.
Yeah, welcome to the funny farm. Oh goodness.
Tony,
Well,
what's
how
up?
you guys doing tonight?
Good.
I hear Jan had somebody help her out there just a second ago.
What?
That's right. I was there to help her out. I was there to protect her honor
Yeah,
against those other three.
my brother. Yeah, he's always got my back. Well, Chuck does too. And then
Well-
Dale and Glenn's my new brother. And well, Tony, you do too.
Yeah, but the main reason is because she's got connections with Loose Fawcett. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I
let
seen
me
Loose-
tell you,
Loose Fawcett got loose at
is
shoot
going to
day.
be on Southern Roots on Tuesday at noon.
No
And
way.
all I've heard the whole time, I'm gonna be on Loose Fawcett. I'm gonna be on Southern Roots channel, Miss Jan. That's all I've had to listen to. She's got her head.
I'm looking at this.
exploded.
Tamara Brown with enjoying a tall
Tam-
glass of iced sassafras.
Sassafras.
Ooh,
Sassafras. Yeah.
that's good.
We don't have that in this country.
Hey Tony,
Yeah.
I've been sort of freaking out about my jam video because I forgot to show taking the bubbles out, but I never took the bubbles
You're-
out.
You know what?
And it
I mean,
was
the thing is
fabulous.
that it's such a process, you know, and remembering to do it every single time is a challenge. It is. Oh,
Well, I didn't do it once. And then I was like, oh crap, I didn't take the bubbles out of my jam. But you know what? It turned out so good. I made 2 batches and I'm coming onto my 3rd batch.
Good.
Maybe 4th or 5th.
Really?
I've
I'm
got
waiting.
a lot of starters.
I'm waiting for Chuck to make some jam. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Jam.
Yeah.
Chuck, what kind of jam you gonna make?
I didn't get in on that collaboration.
No.
So
it was full up before I got in on it.
Well, you can still make jam. You don't have to be in the collab to be.
Yeah, you don't have to do collaboration. Tony bullied me into it.
You could do like Chris said, make it and tag it anyway.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. I'm going to make.
Let's make it go viral. Make it and tag it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa made some prickly pear jam yesterday or day before yesterday. Prickly pear jelly. But we're not going to put it out until July, so it doesn't interfere with the jam.
It was good.
Cool.
That
Glenn,
Jesse
no
and
problem.
Lisa sent me some strawberry pineapple jam, and there's only a very little bit of it left. Everybody loves it. Everybody does.
You know what? There's something to be said about homemade jams and jellies. It's just not like the ones you see on the store.
Oh, we're all in trouble now. Look what just popped in.
Look with his tiara. Oh. He's back.
See, Jan, we're trying to make you not feel alone in the group of guys.
Thank you. So, let me tell you something. And sausage, and Kevin took that strawberry jam. I'm not crazy about jellies. I'm just going to say it up front. I don't like jellies. If I'm going to eat something, I want like hunks of fruit in there. I want it all.
You want some substance.
Yep.
That's a word. Thank you, Jesse. You're my man. And I want chunks. And so Kevin put that on his pancakes. We had pancakes and sausage for supper. It was awesome. And Krusties too. They're the best. And so anyway, he put that on there. He went through almost a whole jar. I'm like, dang, Kevin. He goes, well, it takes a lot. But
hey, you know what Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
He had taken 6 jars to Iowa on Memorial Weekend to his folks' house, and he was supposed to distribute them through the family, but his mom and dad ended up getting 5 of the jars, and they have 1
left. Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I was going to ask Chuck, Chuck's from Louisiana, what is that donut thing you guys have down there with the powdered sugar over the top?
Beignet?
Beignet. I want to take some of my chocolate cherry jam and drizzle over the top of one of those.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
My aunt used to make those, Chuck. Oh my God. They're so good.
But you know what, Chuck? You're from Mississippi, and they have a lot of muscadine down there in Mississippi.
Yep, got a lot of muscadine.
Yeah,
I grew up in Louisiana, but yeah, I'm living in Mississippi. I chased Blenda all the way to Mississippi. So,
hey, on a serious note, we have a serious question down there for Tony.
Oh, okay. Who's serious?
From Apple Tree Urban Homestead.
Yes, there is. Not. Well, I guess you could. I make an actual lemon jelly. I don't make a lemon jam. If you make a lemon jam, the reality is it turns into a marmalade, not a jam.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't understand all that. I don't understand the difference.
Well, it's easy though, Doug. It is easy. Think of it this way, okay? Jelly is the same product, except it has nothing. It's made with juice, no texture or consistency, like Jan was saying. Jam is in between jelly and preserves. Preserves are more whole fruit chunks. That's the difference between jam, jelly, and preserve.
What about marmalade?
Marmalade is usually made with a citrus rind in it, like a jam would be.
Yes, it's got the brine chunk.
Yep.
So if you're making a lemon, it would be a marmalade. It would be a lemon rind,
right?
Sort of like a jelly with the rind. Marmalade is between a jelly. I don't even. Is it a?
I got a motorcycle. I'll come back and tell you in just a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna look at it. He's gonna Mr.
I have
Google
to
it.
think on it, Josh.
No, he's got a motorcycle going by. But yeah, Chuck, if you were going to make that muscadine jelly, you could make it with the juice, and it'd be a jelly. If you made it with the fruit, then it would be a jam.
I think I made some of that muscadine jelly last year, but I didn't do the jam. I didn't have enough texture in it, apparently.
Yeah,
or line or whatever.
Did it not set up? Did it not set up, or what?
Yeah, it's set up. It was good. It was really good. I had some that was like the purple kind and also the golden kind. I don't know if there's a difference between them.
Okay, I'm from Washington. I have no idea what muscadine is.
Oh,
it's kind of like a grape, but it's
like a grape, maybe.
Awesome grape.
Yeah, it's got a thicker skin on it, a little bit smaller. It's got. Well, I guess some grapes have seeds.
We got. Is it like an Oregon grape or something like that?
No, it's a down south grape.
Well, okay, I get that. Thanks, Jesse.
Hey, Devil
and
Dog.
I don't know. Some people may call them scuppernauts or.
I didn't know I was going live either, Devil Dog. I just kind of made a pop up live, but
yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Is this right here? And I know, again, Jesse, I know you didn't come up with it, but that communitizing thing, there's something to it. And that man, when he said it to me, it stuck to me, and I've never left the thought process, because look where we're at now. I know for a fact 3 months ago, I wouldn't be sitting in the same room with all 6 of you or 5 of you guys.
Oh, we've been communitizing for years, dude.
Yeah.
It's been going on for years.
I moderate for like over 60 channels, and and it's across all different types of communities.
Yeah.
And the homesteading, the outdoor, those type of communities right now are the most caring, giving, helping one another communities than any of them that I've worked with.
Yes.
And some of them are out there, and I'm not going to name any names, but some of them out there are just, there's a dog eat dog world, and they're just out to, it's a competition, right?
Yeah.
And,
no.
I mean, if that's what kind of community you want to be in, then so be it. But the homesteading community is nothing like that.
No,
a good friend told me last year or the year before, YouTube isn't a race, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
And it's not a competition between each other. It's a you do you, have fun doing it, and if you're not having fun doing it, get out.
Well, I think somebody said in the last live, maybe it was Dale, but somebody said something. It's about, I don't care about what happens with my numbers. I want to see somebody else succeed. I want to help somebody else do good.
Exactly.
Because if I help 5 people, it's going to eventually help me.
That's right.
Right?
Hey, can I take a second? Caucasian Sasquatch.
Thanks
for coming in, dude. That's exactly.
When I got 2 huge shout outs from Ernie Hatmaker and Getting Started on Homesteading. Well, actually 3, and then 2 Family Homestead when they were doing all their stuff. And I vowed that I would always pay it forward. And I used to do Friday shout outs, but I found that they weren't being effective. So then, we'll do is lives, and I'll have a couple hosts with me, and we'll each have 5-10 channels, and we're shouting them out. We're pushing, we're pushing, because there's nothing more exciting than helping another channel grow.
That's
And I remember those 3 channels that helped me grow when I was at 70 subscribers, and then I hit 100, and then I, whatever, every milestone we hit is important, because we have all busted our butts to get there. And some people aren't as concerned with numbers. I was one. I wasn't concerned with numbers, but now I'm like, heck yeah, I want to hit 3,000. I'm at 2170 something. Yeah, I want to hit 3,000. Yeah, I want to grow. Yeah. Because
but
you put
you
so
want
much
to take
work.
people with you. You want to take people with you.
That's right.
Absolutely. I don't want to grow because some big channel gave me a shout out, because a lot of those subscribers are empty subscribers, and they won't ever come back. And you have to remember that. You always have to remember that there's
I look at it like a giveaway. It's like, I love to give stuff away, right? And I remember when Chuck was below 500, man, we were trying, in every live we were in, let's get Chuck to 5. Let's get Chuck to 5. He just it seemed, and then once he got it, the feeling that you get, like, wow, we did it. We got him to 500, and because it was one of those milestones. Your first milestone was 100, then 500, and then next 1,000, and so forth. But just getting people to those milestones and seeing the change in that channel is priceless.
The only thing I worry about is like Wendy was tonight. Precious, doing awesome, trying to help people out. I just worry she's going to stress herself out trying to get everybody built up, because she's got her mind so into it, which I applaud. Obviously, and the benefit she has for people is great. I just don't want her stressing out trying to do that and overwork herself, because it's a hard game to play with. Jesse was just talking about it, and I've seen Chuck do it, and I've seen Jan do it. Dale, I'm new to yours in the sense of watching on a constant basis, but I like what I see out of your channel. Everybody is trying to do what they can, but at some token, we got to watch out for ourselves, because you will drive yourself nuts trying to do it this way. But there's a benefit to it. So, it's a two-sided coin.
At some point, you
are exactly. You don't.
That's why I pinned it down
grow
there.
organically, or you don't grow at all. People,
right?
All of us right here, all of us, we are organic, and you'll hear that a lot. But I've said from the beginning, I want to grow organically. I don't do very much editing. It's clear in my videos, but I don't care, because what I'm showing you is what's happening. I do go in and do a little editing. Okay, just a teeny bit. But I don't care. I'm not a production company. I'm a homesteader living my life and showing you reality in Jan's life. And sometimes it's screwed up. Sometimes, you get wind in there, and I don't have my mic. I got a wind mic. I don't have it on though, and things happen. But who cares? Who cares? I'm not Hollywood, and I'm never wanting to be Hollywood. And so
but that's why people watch it, Jan.
I agree with you, Dale.
Don't sell out. Don't sell out.
But the other thing people got to realize too, and I say this at least in the cooking group I associate with on a regular basis, is none of us are Food Network. If we were Food Network, we wouldn't be on YouTube. That's
right.
Plain and simple.
Right.
We're a bunch of people.
Good night,
we're a
Glenn
bunch of people cooking in our kitchen, and because you don't have the $10,000 cameras and the $25,000 setup and the 80,000 microphone and
Right.
10 people to come and tell Jen that the wind's blowing too hard and she shouldn't go outside. It doesn't work that way.
That's
So,
right.
I just
Hi,
have
Carrie.
And the
a
other
big
thing
You're
I
not late to the party.
yeah.
Carrie,
The-
we're just in the middle of the party.
Hey,
Join
Gary.
in.
The other thing I want to say too, and it really got to me the other day, and I'm not your typical guy. I get emotional about a bunch of crap for useless reasons, and that's just me, okay? But the other day when I was watching, I got up early enough for me to watch Chuck's live, and he was talking about how he had a down day and things had been going on, and I sat there and watched the comments, and the comments were all about making sure him and Belinda and the family was okay.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get that everywhere
Exactly.
else you go to. It doesn't happen in every chat room you go into.
No.
There are people out there
And I
that
got-
are out there for themselves. So,
And I got phone calls and text and other things as well too. So
right.
Yeah. And,
Well,
and
I
the
need
person
his
has
phone number, Chuck.
it's on my about page.
and I don't know, I made this comment before, and it's not my original. I'm kind of like Jesse was talking about with the communitization, deal. This is not my original thought, but it was a bigger channel that said it, and it's absolutely true. If you're truly putting out content 2-3 times a week, you can't really spend a lot of time watching all these other channels because you've got to spend time filming content and living
Right.
your life. And it goes along with, my whole new series about I can't farm like Justin Roach,
Yeah.
because I work, I'm trying to film content. I have a family. I've got all this life going on. I can't do everything that has to be done in order to make that happen, So it's the same way if you're a new creator, you can't spend all your time following all these other channels and still put out content. You can't watch everything they put out. But man, if you do follow them, if they shout you out, if they help you, just at least pop into a video once in a while, pick one,
Yeah.
watch it, make a comment, do a thumbs up. If they pop in and do a live, at least get in the live and say something, say, hey, how you doing? Like what I'm seeing in your last video. You've at least got to acknowledge, because for me, that's why I stopped for a short time before, we went to shoot dang, was I got discouraged. I mean, yeah, I had 60 or 70, family members, but it was like, this is just really not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So I just kind of got discouraged. You've got to at least have an encourager once in a while in there that goes, hey, I really like what I'm doing. I've got a family member that's been there from the get-go on our channel. His name's Brian Stansberry. He doesn't put out any content. He comments on every video I put out. Everything I do. Everything you watch.
That's the same as JB Conway. She doesn't have any content, but she's a supporter. She's probably the best YouTube cheerleader we got in this community.
JB is our cheerleader.
Yes.
Yeah, she is our cheerleader. She's an amazing, amazing woman.
Yeah, I see her in all the lives. I see her watching videos.
Yes.
And I know I'm probably pronouncing it's Tamara Brown, right? Tamara is awesome.
It's Tamara.
Tamara. Okay, yeah. Sorry. See, I'm bad with names. I'll admit it to anybody. But Tamara, I know. But anyway, I love the fact that she may comment several times on one of my videos, and I love that because I know she's watching because it's a different comment every time, and that means a lot to you as a creator. You know what I mean?
Dale, and her last name is Browen. Browen.
Cameron
Browen.
Brown.
I was gonna say, don't mess
make me slap
with,
y'all.
Don't
mess
mess with
with
the
you.
4-state educated Southeast Kansas
Tamara,
guy.
I
'cause-
got your back, girl. I got your back. I'm the one.
You got to roll the R, Jesse.
Yeah, you got to roll the R. Yeah. Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah. Brown.
Round.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's and that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Have I watched everybody on here's stuff? No, but I
Shame on
make
you.
a point to go out and watch at least something, at least once a week, from you guys. And
Yes.
to me, that's what is important. Now, if I know that you need watch hours, like I know Tony needs watch hours, what my wife and I, we go to bed at night, used to be with a podcast. Now what we started doing is those creators like Tony, we start that playing with a volume, and we have that playlist playing, to help him get watch hours,
Dale.
Yeah.
Brenda at Redbird needs one more subscriber to hit 300.
Oh,
Come on,
somebody,
y'all.
I'm sure we got
somebody
one
in
person.
here
Brenda
hasn't
is an
subscribed to Brenda.
amazing woman. She is awesomeness.
So
She's the shiznit. Come on, y'all. Someone bring her to 300. Let's get her over.
This guy down here is the
She's
mod
awesome.
father.
I put a link
She's
up
the
already.
mod mother, in my opinion. She's always in there doing mods. Somebody go out and help her. And have you guys seen that container garden where she took the bag of potting soil, knocked the hole in it, planted a tomato, put the cage, and this thing is just like going to town.
Yeah.
My wife and I are like, we've done all this work for no reason. I mean, it is just like,
I know, right?
Huge.
Yeah, that's
I
not the
first
only one
saw
I've
that
seen
on-
to do that. Hey, who did we lose? We lost somebody.
We lost Tony.
Kettle. Tony. Yeah.
Kettle
But yeah, I've
Tony.
seen other people do the same thing. They just put, they're going to put the bag in a
Yeah.
bucket, man, leave it in the bag. Just
Oh,
cut a
looky
hole
here.
and put the plant in it.
Looky here.
Yeah, you can
Done.
grow all sorts of stuff
Done.
in a potting bag.
Right.
Thank you, Tamara. You're amazing.
And Carrie, yes. See, that's what I'm out for this, and that's why Wendy is awesome. And that's why I wanted to get in her live, tried to support, tried to hop in there, because I'm just like Tony at Kettle Kitchen. That poor girl, like I told her, she's doing more work for that than me trying to finish my degree right now. She's done more homework trying to help all these channels out. She's got like 4 pages.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Emails and subs and watch hours. It's just mind-boggling, But
I apologize. I
Wow,
sat there for
10
almost 5 minutes and realized my mic was muted, and I'm having a conversation with myself.
oh, that's right.
But what I was gonna say is, and it goes back a little bit to what you said. Trying to watch everybody. One of the videos that I actually was intrigued by, because I think it really said a lot, whether he intended to or not isn't the point, and that's Chuck's video on passionate, dispassionate homesteader.
I loved it.
I
It
think
was
all of us
perfect.
get
That
into
was
that mode at some
awesome.
point where you're 100% in, and then some days you're like, maybe this isn't the right thing, and then the next day you're back into it again. I think we all struggle with that to some degree, even though it may be different things. I think we all get there, and sometimes we just got to go. I got to take a small break. Give me a day. I'll catch up to everything, and then we move forward. And I don't know if that's what your true intention was behind in that, Chuck, but I do appreciate it because it made me stop and think. Everybody can't be there 24/7, and I find myself, where's Chuck? Where's Dale? Where's Jan? Where's Jesse?
Yeah.
And sometimes people just got their own things to do sometimes.
And that is what was awesome about Chuck's last video, that passionate to passionate.
Yes.
It was funny, but there was so much meaning that you could glean from it.
So
That
much
is good
reality.
content. Yes.
Yes. I was.
I think
thinking
we're
about
putting
doing
him to
a
sleep.
video. You might be a homesteader.
Oh no,
if-
I'm just sitting here listening. I'm blushing, y'all. I'm blushing.
or you might be a gardener if your nails are always black. You
Yeah.
might be, I was thinking when I was watching Chuck's video while I was planting vegetables in my garden, and I'm cracking up, and I'm like, I might be a gardener if,
Yes.
your toenails are never clean. You
Yep.
have dirt stuck between your toes. Your nails never come clean in the summer. You have sweat running down here. You look like crap.
You
So
have
Janice,
conversations
very
about chicken
pretty in
poop.
gardening.
yeah, about chicken poop and rabbit poop and every
Yeah.
other kind of poop.
Yeah.
And you don't think
When I
nothing of it.
had
It's just
Harry
part of the conversation.
here from Holland Harry on the prairie, I had him here to pick up a pig feeder, and we have meat birds, right? So we move them, and there's crap all over there where we just moved them from. And I go, "Oh, Harry, watch your step here." And why? Well, he's a pig farmer. And I started laughing. And I go, "I guess you're used to having crap all over the ground." He goes, "Yeah, I step in it every day." And we just laughed about that because it's like if you live in the city, you'd be like, "Ew, that's disgusting." When you
Well,
live
the
in the
funniest
country,
story was when we went to shoot dang. I took Lisa and I went to shoot dang Nana 9 acres. I I said, hey, I know she likes getting her nails done, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you somewhere and get your nails done, while we're in Tulsa. So I took her to this place, and it was way too much money. And we come back and we're filming the garden stuff, or about our gardens. And I look over there, and I mean, those fancy nails are just black, with all the dirt. And I'm like, well, that lasted a long time.
Yeah, so much for that. But they look
Yep.
pretty at shoot dang.
Oh, they look gorgeous.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Now
I think another thing I was thinking about, and it was in a conversation with Wendy's, is, and I know we keep going over this, but I think a lot of people are struggling with at what point do you count the numbers and what point don't you count the numbers? And just from my own personal observation, it's a never ending up and down process, never ending. I don't care if you got 10 or you got 10,000 or you got 100,000. You're constantly going to be doing that, and you just need to not let it consume you, I guess would be the best way to think of it.
Yes.
But I also get, you get close to your milestones and you want to get over that hurdle,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to grow.
Right.
It's just natural. You want to grow your channel, you want to grow your business, whatever you want to call it. But if you're thinking about YouTube terms, when you make it to 1,000 and you monetize, you get the 4,000 watch hours and you monetize yourself. Then it's not about the numbers anymore. After you monetize, then it's about retention. It's about video retention, making sure people watch your videos longer, because there's where you're going to make your money. You still want to make.
You have to make longer videos, because if you don't, you're just paying the advertisers and not you.
Exactly.
So that's the struggle.
It's not about the numbers anymore after you get monetized. Not to say you don't want to grow. You still want to grow, but it's not no longer is the focus on I got to get the next milestone, 100, 200, 300. No, it's about good content videos, longer content videos, because they put ads in there, right? And you're going to get paid through AdSense and all that stuff. So it really changes after you get monetized.
It does. And even if you have good content, Jesse, it doesn't mean retention is going to be there.
Correct.
Because the average video is watched between 7 and 8 minutes. So if you have a 30-minute video, if like my big channels I've watched for years and years and years. I watch their whole video, and they're 30 minutes long.
Same here.
I watch the whole video because now I understand how important it is. But when I put a 16 or 17-minute, if my app will let me put a 17-minute video out, I know on average, most people will watch 8 minutes of that video.
Right.
And it may be great. It may be a good video, you know. Maybe it's crap. It's all subjective, right? It's all in the viewer's eyes. But how I look at it is I'll take that 8 minutes because that tells me that my family is supporting me for those 8 minutes. Maybe
That's right.
they had to pick up a kid from school, they had to shut the video off, they had a meeting. Who knows? I don't care, you know. But remember, when you do grow, that
Yeah.
you need to make a little
Right.
longer
But if you think
videos than what you
but if
did
you think of it in
before.
terms of time, if you make a 10-minute video and they only watch 5, at least you got 5. If you make a 20-minute
You got
video and they watch
5, yeah.
10, you got 10, and so forth, and
Yeah,
30.
see,
Lumna Acres. I've
yeah.
been watching Lumna Acres since they were 500 subs, and
Me
I
too.
watch them religiously. I watch them from the start to the very end. That's one of
Yep.
the big channels that I watch.
Yep,
But
me too.
they have a focus. They have a method to their madness, and
Yeah.
it keeps you captivated. I mean, you want to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, and it
Some of
took them a
our
while
videos,
to get there, though. You know, think
yes.
about it.
Oh
Think
yeah.
about it from the beginning to
Oh yeah.
it's a
They didn't
learning
happen
thing.
overnight. No, they weren't an overnight success. They
Who was that,
They
Jesse?
worked it.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Lumna
Lum-
Acres. Lumna Acres.
Lumna Acres.
Al and Gina.
Yeah.
Lumna.
Lumnah. Lumna Acres.
Oh, Lumna.
His last
Okay.
name is Lumna. Al Lumna.
But I
He's-
think that one of the other things I'm trying here I struggle, I guess.
Yeah, long intros. You're right.
What is the what is the better way to do it? And hear me out. This is what I'm referring to. When I first started, I did the videos and I did my minutes, you know, followed what everybody said the standard would be, and you know, started watching analytics in the sense of where's my drop off, you know, how long are they watching, so I know how long those videos are. And once I started getting into the lives, though, it was like that's a whole new ball game in sense of watch hours. You get something posted up. I don't feel like I'm doing a ton extra work, like recording video for 30 hours and only getting 15 minutes out of it. You
Yep.
guys see what I'm saying? The
Yep.
lives
Yeah.
produce me more in value as long as it's recorded through YouTube the way I need it to. It seems the lives would be the better approach than the constant work on the videos. And I'm not sure which
Yep.
it is. So I guess I'm kind of looking for an
So,
answer.
Tony, remember this: the lives are great for getting your watch hours, but remember, there's not a whole lot of people that go back and watch lives. You got to have content,
True.
something that's
True.
going to give you continuous watch. Because
You,
you know,
have
if
to have
you watch your
content.
videos, your videos like, well, I have one video that hit 10,000 views, 10,600, but it goes up, then it comes down, then it goes up, and it comes down, and goes up. So you're getting watchers, not getting watchers. You're getting watchers,
Right.
you're not getting watchers. So you're not going to have that with lives.
Yeah.
Once you get your 4,000 hours, and if all you're doing is lives, people don't go back and watch those all the time. So
Because there's nothing for them to watch at that point,
Correct.
and you're out of practice of doing
Yeah.
it.
Correct.
So
Thank
so
you.
then it
Lives
would
are
make
pretty monotonous after a while. Like I don't very rarely rewatch a live. There's far and few between I watch.
you probably don't even
unless-
rewatch your own.
No,
Right?
I don't watch my stuff. No.
That's
Oh,
what
I
I'm
watch
saying.
it before I click that public.
Yeah.
Thank God, because
One-
I had a glitch in my last video, and thank God. So, but yeah,
one
you
second,
want to have content.
Carrie
Tony.
down here has a question. Where did you all start your research on what to know about creating a channel? where do you recommend people to start? I know for me, I would start Mr. Boots and Bounties live.
Mr. Boots and Bounties.
I would
Steven's
start
Magic
there.
McMaster. Yeah.
Tim Schmoyer at Video Creators. That is a good place to start. And get in lives like you're doing right now and listen to what other creators have to say.
So another place.
I had Two Family Homestead back a couple years ago, and they were so helpful. And you can watch their old videos, but Stephen has really taken up the mantle, and Mr. Boots and Bounties, and pretty much been training us. Another channel is Bushcraft Family, but he's got another one. But Stephen breaks it down so simplistically, and
so there's a few
I
others.
use
There's
iMovie. I use my. When I first had my phone, everything went this way. I didn't know. So please don't ever go watch my old videos because they're awful. They're terrible. And, I didn't know you're supposed to hold your phone this way.
Got to go this way.
And yeah.
There's a few out there. The other ones that you might consider is Tuber Chat. So Kevin over at
Tuber Chat, yeah.
Yep.
He's a wealth of information. He knows YouTube up and down, left and right, and he'll answer any questions that you have, not just on his live, but if you email him with a question, I guarantee he'll write you back.
Yes.
Webb's Web is another wealth of information regarding YouTube. He knows all the ins and outs. The thing about Boots is he brings it down to our level. He dumbs it down, if you will.
Yeah.
He does it in such a way where you can understand it. That's what I like about Boots. Or Mr.
I agree.
Steven's awesome.
But she also talked about how to pick a content. If you don't know what kind of content you want to put out, I mean, I wouldn't even start a channel unless you really, really generalize it. Then, as far as name, you don't want to say I'm a homestead and then you don't do any homesteading, or you don't want to say I'm a fishing channel when you don't do any fishing. You know what I'm saying? I would make sure you know what you want.
Exactly.
I mean,
I think what I would
makes it hard.
I think what I would do if I took the question a little different, and what I took it as was what content to do, and I think that really has to be a personal choice. You have to like whatever it is you're going to do. If you don't like cooking, it makes no sense to go out and do a cooking show. If you don't like gardening or whatever, it makes no sense to do it because you're going to hate it and you're not going to put all your effort into it when you need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think at the very first, maybe I'm wrong. You guys are a lot bigger channel than I am, Jan, and I know Chuck.
No, not me.
Not you?
No.
Well, I think that you have to start off. Don't be so specific at the very beginning until you find something that you really like and that people engage with you in. Then start moving towards that type of content more and more. The problem I have is my big one that just exploded is just me giving my opinion about a big channel. And I know I can't create content about nothing but that. So I'm staying true to my roots, and I'm kind of like Jesse said, I kind of let that one do whatever it wants to do, and it's in the background and it's getting me some new family and stuff like that. But that's not really what I'm about. I guess maybe I am because I like to talk, but that's not exactly what I'm about, Yeah.
So, and sometimes your name also can help or hurt because, for example, I'll give you a good example. Simply Jan. That's wide open. Simply Jan can be about shopping. It could be about cooking. It could be about homesteading. It could be about fishing. It could be about working on tractors.
Simply Jan.
Simply Jan. It's Simply Jan can be doing anything.
Right.
But you said Simply Jan Automotive, then all you're going to
do is
automotive. You know what I'm saying? Kettle Kitchen. Kettle Kitchen. When I think of Kettle Kitchen, I think of something that has to do with cooking, cleaning, anything around the house. That's what I think about. So Kettle Kitchen. So it defines you.
Yep.
Mine's Lazy Days Ahead. It's open. Anything that happens now that we're retired, it's because
You're
we're in that
lazy.
lazy days ahead. You know, so it's wide open. Life with Blenda and Chuck. Anything that they do that's related to their life, they can do. Whether it's travel, whether it's cooking, whether it's farming, ranching, homesteading, whatever. Their name says a lot. But if you put yourself as I'm Jesse Lales fishing, that's all that they're not gonna. I'm not gonna get homesteaders to come see me because I'm a fishing.
Right.
I'm a fishing.
Exactly.
So you
Right.
need to be careful on what's your name. Now you can start off with just your name at first because you can always change it. But like you said, Dale, kind of concentrate, find your niche, find what you really want to do, because making videos is not easy.
I think the other thing that goes along with exactly what you're saying, though, Jesse, is give it consideration. Don't let it be something that just rolls off the tongue and there's your answer. And I'll
Right.
tell you why. Because when I first started, I started as Faja's Kitchen. And once some very nice people explained to me to go look up what a Faja was, I quickly wanted to change my name.
No.
Okay.
So
So hold on a second. So then when I went to Kettle Kitchen, because I live in Kettle Falls, that's why I went with Kettle Kitchen. Most of what I do is in the kitchen, just like Jesse said, and that makes sense. But what I didn't think about was the expansion or the communitization that we've talked about, because I wasn't on that train of thought. Because what if I do want to do gardening as another base streamline of what my content
part
is,
of it, though.
or something? And it is. But I'm just saying, for future people, I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with my name the way it is, regardless of what I do. But do think of what Jesse's saying for new people looking at it. Don't box yourself in if there's a possibility it could be more than that.
And remember, that's just my opinion. I'm no expert.
I agree with it.
I'm no YouTube expert. I'm just my opinion.
Right.
That's kind of like when I decided what to name our channel, we'd already called this the 9 acres because it's 8.89 acres, 9 acres. After the 41.36, I wish I would have done the 8.89, but it's not the same thing. But we called it.
The funny thing about that is that would have drawn conversation just in itself. What does he mean now? Why doesn't he just call it 9 acres?
Yeah, but
sorry.
I called it Family Farms because it's about our family and everything that does with our family, and we farm. Because that way it opens up, and I can talk about our granddaughter. I can talk about our children. We can go fishing together. We can, go on a trip together. We're still doing family content.
You're not limited at all. The only limitation I see that you have, Dale, is now that you can't buy more property because you can't.
I can. This will just be the original 9. I can buy more property.
Well, no, what you need to do is buy 19. That way you can keep the 9 in there.
There you go. There you go.
No,
but
Josh.
I think what really goes with it, though, in all honesty, and now it goes back to what Dale's saying and Jesse is saying. To a point, it comes down to, as a viewer, Kettle Kitchen, I figured out what I'm watching. Dale, yours is easy in the sense that I'm going to think it's homesteading or a farm or something like that. Okay.
Right.
But where I don't get boxed in is the other 3. Simply Jan. It really goes to what Jesse said. With Simply Jan, it could be anything. Chuck, you pull up a new video and you have no idea what you're about to get. I mean, that's just the way you roll.
I love it.
I love it too. Jesse is a little different because Jesse doesn't put tons of content out there, but what he does, him and Lisa do, it's great content. So I mean, you again, you don't know what it's going to be, but you can expect it's going to be good, whatever it is. So I think it's also dependent on each of us as creators, what it is our style is. That also plays a part into it as well.
I do too.
Yeah. Josh,
it's like
Josh at Skinner Farm says what?
Do not change your channel
Do
name.
not change your channel,
Robertson
Josh.
Valley Acres is in the house.
Hello. What up?
That's one thing that drives me freaking bonkers is all the constant channel name changes. It's like, yo, keep it what it is. Let it ride. Don't change your channel name every 6 months. I mean, my God, let people mold into your channel. Give you a chance to mold into your channel. I mean, can you imagine if Rachel and Rusty changed their channel name every time they turn around? Josh, we know you as Skinner Farms.
Yep.
And it can be very destructive if you keep changing your channel name, you know.
Unless you do it early. Like for example,
Early, very early.
Jennifer Ainger was having problems with people pronouncing her last name, so she changed
Redbird.
Well,
Brenda
Redbird,
did
but
it. Yeah,
Jen
she
did it
did
early
it.
enough.
Early. But when if you've got a couple thousand or or 3,000, whatever, the worst
I think
thing
if you've got 500, if you've got the community tab, don't change your name. I mean,
well,
in my opinion,
my friends changed their channel name and they had several thousands, and to DIY Different. I don't know if any of y'all watch them, but they changed their name. They took the risk and it worked for them because that's what they do. It nailed it. It nailed it for them, and it's the perfect name and it worked. But, if you're going to change it from simply Jan's Homestead to Jan's Homestead, why? I mean, why? Why? Just keep it what it is and don't be jacking around with the channel name because people identify with you by your name. It's as important as your content.
Hey, Dale.
So.
Yep.
I'm gonna get off. I've been trying to wait for a pause for the last 30 minutes so I could jump down without seeming rude, but my body's shut down. But I appreciate you having me up.
I love you, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck, we appreciate you being in here.
Yeah,
thanks for coming in, Chuck.
Y'all have a
good night.
Didn't mean to scare you off.
No.
Sorry about my guard dog. Wow.
That was perfect timing.
Yeah.
I think the other thing with Skinner Farms, though, I think what I love about is you have no clue what you're getting into when you go to his channel. And I think the way he does things makes it that way, and there's nothing wrong with it because you don't know what you're going to get. To me, it's a draw to his channel. And we know him that way.
Yeah.
So why, I think changing his name right now is a bad idea.
Yeah. And Josh, you're like my channel. We have all sorts of different content. We fish. I'll show you the farm. I'll show you us building something. I'll show you us fixing a lawnmower or putting in a window. I mean, we're all over them. But that's life, right? That's homesteading.
But
that's what it's about.
But I got a bone to pick with Brenda from Redbird Farm. She changed her name to Redbird Farm, and I have yet. I watch all her videos. I have not seen one redbird in her videos. Not one.
Night, Carrie.
That's like watching the Partridge Family and never seeing a little partridge go across. At least I
I love that. That's funny.
I think she did show a redbird in one of her videos.
Well, it's on her header.
It's on her header, yeah.
Well, it's on the video.
I think one of the things you have going for you, Dale, is you like to talk and you do it with ease and you interact with the person. It doesn't seem cumbersome. You don't
Yeah.
seem awkward about it. And I think that's a benefit you have for lives for you.
See, and me and Jan, we're the shy type. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we're very
okay.
best. Oh, best. I'm
right,
so
Jan?
shy. Yes. I cannot wait to meet you and Lisa. It'll be like a
But see,
marathon, never shut up
I'm
session.
telling you.
I look at it
Caucasian.
this way when I start seeing people, and we start doing these lives like this, especially since now a lot of I've been interacting in has been more than, a couple people.
Yeah.
I look at Dale and it's like, would I want to meet him? Yeah, I want to meet him. I look at Jan, would I want to meet her? Who would want to meet Jan
Well,
and
I
Jesse?
want to.
He looks like a cool guy to sit down and have a cup of coffee with.
Well,
You
I want
got
to meet. I want to meet Dale because I want to say I've
Get
gone
over
to the
here.
smallest farmers market in the
Yep.
world.
Yep.
I've never been to the smallest farmers.
Unconfirmed. Unconfirmed
Get
now.
over here.
Well, if
I
you
was
say it
gonna
is,
say-
I believe it.
That Caucasian Sasquatch down there, his channel, guys, check it out. We went and checked it out, and it like messes with your mind. It's kind of like, what is this about? So we read the about, and then we started watching some of his stuff. He does interviews with all kinds of channels, and it was very interesting. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, he's been
Josh, Miss Fawcett is locked up. She's locked up until Tuesday. She's in
Devil
deep dog
Dog.
dirt. She was Devil Dog. Yes, there's where the party is.
That's another one that
Okay,
I
I'll
started
be right
getting
back
in more.
again.
All right, I started getting into more lives with Devil Dog and stuff, and he's a lot like Wendy. He's out to help channels and everything, and he's got a cool channel. People need to go check him out also.
Yep.
Just don't go fishing with him.
Don't go fishing with him.
No.
I missed out on that one because I was actually occupied during his live with that, and I haven't got to watch the replay yet. But
He's got a funny way of fishing. He kind of he casts his pole out there and he does this little kick when he throws.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, you got to see it.
So Annette says, my Annie's Kitchen channel is primarily about prepping, stockpiling, and my Apple Tree Urban Homestead channel is about growing as much of our own produce as possible. Yeah, that's probably a justification maybe to have two different. But I also think that the Annie's Kitchen could have probably covered that also, Annette. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking there,
I think it really comes down to each person. I mean, they got to make a decision what they
Yeah.
want their channel to be and do. And I do agree with you. I think that either of those could have assumed that. I'm kind of with Jesse, and I've heard him say this before. Don't make your name so long that it's. Now look at Jesse's name. Of course, it's a long name, but
Well, so you know what? We picked Lazy Days Ahead, but then we thought, let's put our names in there because I want people to know who we are.
And that makes sense.
For example, Caucasian Sasquatch. I don't know if that's Jim and Jerry or Mike and Mary or who. I don't know who it is. I wanted people to know that Lazy Days Ahead is Jesse and Lisa.
No, and it makes a lot of sense. I just know I've heard you say in the past, you don't want to make it so long that people have a hard time typing it when they're in the chat or something like that,
Right. But we're just Lazy Days Ahead. But if you just type in Lazy Day Ahead, the rest will come up. The thing is you got something like Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious as your channel name.
Right.
It's kind of have a hard time finding you.
No, I get it. And I agree. And that's all I was trying to say is I think you got to be careful about that too, because that is going to trip people up. And the more I'm helping mod some channels out, I see the headache Jesse goes through sometimes. I mean, it's hard sometimes, but it's fine.
Oh,
yeah.
Someone's
I saw your comments there, Brenda. So the red bird was not about a bird; it was about her husband's last name.
Oh,
Yeah, so it wasn't. So I stand corrected, but I still haven't seen no red bird.
I have on her
in-
logo, and I'm going to leave it at
Yeah.
that.
Independence Weekend. I know for a fact I'm going to be going to the Pathways Homestead on July the 2nd. They're hosting a no charge chicken processing workshop, and we're going to
Yeah.
go. Lisa and I are going to go help with them with that. So, what about you guys? What are you guys going to do Independence Weekend?
July
Or it's
4th?
too far out to decide. Yep.
Yeah, that's really kind of
Yeah.
too far out. I mean, every day's Saturday for me, so
I wish it was for me.
I want to get through jamming up June before I make any major plans.
exactly. Well, then you're planning for next year. Are the
Yep.
ones that are doing the jamming up June automatically entered in next year's June, July?
You would put me on the spot with that question. There's a reason, and I think
Let me just say, let me time out. I didn't mean it that way. What I meant was, if you're going to have something June, July, and August, let's say, or May, June, and July,
May, June, and July as of right now, yeah.
It would be nice if we could be in at least one of them.
But that's the intention. That is the whole intention.
You just have to be invited, Jesse.
Oh, he will. Him and Dale. Hold on.
No, you don't have to. Don't feel pressured, Tony.
I wasn't invited to this one. Lisa was. I was voluntold.
Okay, he was voluntold, and he is correct. I do
Lisa was
agree with
invited,
that.
not me.
Yes. But I mean, like you three right now, I mean, there's a standing order for that. I mean, that is no question asked. Unless you guys, are out there massacring me on, my channel, then that's a different story.
Well, between now and next year, but I mean, I would think it would be nice to be able to offer the ones that helped you with June.
Yes.
Maybe next year, hey, do you want to do another June, a July, or a May, or whatever?
Right.
November?
So here, I'll let you guys know. I'm actually in. And we haven't really talked enough about it, but I'm sure she's okay with me saying this. I've been in connection, and I'm going to work with Blue Self-Reliance. We're going to do 3 months. 1 month, which is May, is going to be Marmalade May. Then we're going to repeat Jam It Up June. And then we're going to do Jar It Up July. Jar It Up July is anything in a jar, whether it's canning, whether it's dehydrating, whether it's whatever. She even brought up a valid point. It would even involve crafters if they want to do gifts in a jar or meals in a jar, that kind of thing. That way, anybody that wants to be in it has a wide opportunity to be able to come in and join in with us. So
I know cool. Caucasian just jumped in, but Tony, did you think about what we talked about the other day about maybe even increasing it to 2, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, or whatever?
And we're talking about that, Al. Actually, I want to sit down and have a phone call with you and a couple others, or maybe an online Google Meet or something. I need to have a conversation with some people to clarify some things and get a better understanding. But we are brainstorming, but we are looking at that. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. So hi, Caucasian Sasquatch.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Hey,
I'm good.
What's up?
I'm super
nice
good.
To meet you.
So tell us about your channel.
All right. So I started my channel to read Westerns. And I ended up on a panel. Yes, sir. I ended up on a panel. And because I was curious about the guy, I asked him a bunch of questions. And a week later, I ended up on a different panel. And because I was curious, I asked a bunch of questions. And then somebody was like, man, you ought to make a show out of that. And I was like, okay, I'll try. And it turned into what I call Sasquatch Shields, where I bring you in, you show a couple of your videos, I pin your links in chat and your connection, or your whatever links you can gather for me in the description of the edited finished episode. But during the live stream, we do basically an expose on why you did your channel, why you do the type of content you do, whatever details you want to talk about. If you've got any planned events coming up, if you're going to any car shows or anything, any of that stuff, all of that. You can include
Cool.
links for your favorite channels. You can do shout outs for your favorite podcast or creators or however you want to do that. Takes about 57 minutes. And when we finish, after that, there's an after dark where if anybody's having any technical issues with OBS, StreamYards, Restream, uh, just direct streaming from your phone on YouTube or whatever it is you're trying to do, your community posts, how to make those work best, what they're best to be used for. But I interview any channel that's currently producing, willing to come on and discuss what their content is. I have to be able to show 3 of your videos, and I have to have that permission. I have a couple of different formats that I use with where you can do a recorded response and I'll show it live, or you can do a live stream with me that's not live on YouTube and then edit it and release it. And all of this is a little different.
Huh.
You're like super high tech.
Yeah.
I honest to God, I swear to God, I picked this up 9 months ago. I bought the laptop and created the channel. This is the first channel I've made, although I helped build other channels as a different profile. I started a brand new profile, changed my name. I regret including the word Caucasian in my name because it gets me deuced out of certain chat rooms like that. Just gone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Whenever
Yeah.
you come up with it, when you start your name, your channel name, you need to put a lot of thought into it.
And I did. And I did a many searches trying to figure out what kind of Sasquatch I was going to be.
Well, you
That's
are
me.
Caucasian and Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't.
Go read the channel description. It explains everything.
It does. And it's a very
You can't
interesting read.
pick stupid, you know? I mean, if people are going to get offended, they're going to get offended. And YouTube is YouTube.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah, I can't help that.
So Dale,
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched it, saw it, but Skinner Farms had a question about what do you think, and I guess he's asking the panel, what do you think about the membership thing? I answered it the way I think, but it's in the chat.
Yeah, I agree with your answer in the chat. If you really are supportive of a channel, you're going to join their membership to help them out. I think as a creator, for us, I know we've actually talked about it a little bit. We would probably put the link up, but I'm going to probably take, like Chris says, I'm going to make some extra content to go along with it. Because, that's part of the reason why I watch a lot of YouTube and I spend a lot of time in YouTube is because it's not costing me a whole lot to take part in it. I don't know you guys' opinion on it, but I know there are certain channels that when finances are available, I probably would support their membership area, but I can't do that right now.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I only have I think it's either my 99-cent membership now or my $1.99 because I couldn't meet the requirements of my higher member. And I had higher members, but I could not meet those requirements. It was too much for what I have going on right now. If YouTube was my everything and my breath and air, I did do a members only video. I did a members only poll. I did that, but I felt like I was cheating my members by getting that support and not putting out what that commitment was. So I took it out. I
Yes,
took it out. I have the thank you. I have the
Mhm.
thank you chat in my videos. Like if you're watching my video and you want to give me a super chat in my video, I have the thank you chat or
Right.
whatever it's called. I
Yeah.
have that. And I have either than I think it's $1.99. It may be 99 cents, but I don't money is precious right now. And I want to honor my family that follows me. And
Yeah.
for someone to pay $6.99 and I'm not giving them squat back, that's wrong. To me, that's morally wrong. So I
Yeah.
stopped it. I cut it. I cut it out. I put a thing on my community page and explained why they were going to get their refund for the month. And, I think that's the honorable thing to do. If you can't meet those, and there's a lot of requirements when you
There's requirements. You have to meet the requirements.
each stage, each $1.99, each $2.99, $4.99, $6.99, $24.99. There's a lot of requirements in that, and if you can't meet that, you need to back off. You need to
Yeah.
stop it, and because to me that's like ripping off your followers, and I
Yeah.
will never do that. I
Well,
will
the thing
never
about
do
membership is it's an option. So whether they
It
do it or not, they don't have to be. They don't have to be a member to follow you. They don't have to be a member to support you. In fact,
Right.
they don't even have to give. They can give above and beyond that. They don't have to just give a membership. If I wanted to send you a check for $100, I can send you a check for $100.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
So
Here,
I have
here's my
I
disagreement.
have my Venmo. I have my Amazon wish list.
PayPal.
That I
Yep.
don't have any other social media. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram anymore. I just have YouTube. I have my Venmo. I have my PayPal. It's up there. If someone wanted to bless me, that would be awesome. And it just blows me away when I do get that. It just yeah, it blows me away. Okay, Josh.
Caucasian wanted to say something.
Yeah, Caucasian.
My disagreement with memberships is this. You have to jump through all of their hoops. Then you have to share 30 to 40% of your revenue generated by memberships. Then you have to qualify for all the different membership things that go along with it. When you can get a
Exactly.
cash app, hook it to your description and never mention it. And if someone wants to send you some money, it's perfectly legal for you to do with it as you please. But if you ever go in and say, well, if you send me some money for this, I'll do that, you're suddenly doing a nonprofit type option. Just
Mhm.
never mention what the money's for. People can send you money or not. It's up to them. I'm planning. I get to have my cash app at 1,000 subs. That was a personal limit that I put myself on. I can't spend another dollar on any of this until somebody donates to my cash app. Then I'll get a better life. Anyway, so I'm going to allow a cash app, but it's going to have a really pointed name like "Keep Your Money Chump" or "Stop
Yeah.
Shilling for People" or "Don't Give Me Money" or something like that.
Yeah. That's
That's
I do this
yeah.
for
good.
fun, bro.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
agree with you.
say something else. Well,
I think it's awful.
I'm sort of steering to the left here, but when you do a giveaway, am I still here?
You're here.
You're there. You're in the middle.
I just swiped my screen and everything went away. When you're doing a giveaway, do not say. Remember, YouTube has strict rules on giveaways. Do not say you must be a subscriber to my channel because you just made them buy you. And YouTube, when you get bigger and you do that crap, they can take everything away.
So
And don't, you have to state the no Canada, no outside the USA, 18 years or older, but don't ever say you have to be a subscriber to my channel. Don't ever, 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 ever say that, because
I
that
ran
is
into
a violation of YouTube rules, and they will
I
eventually get you.
I struggled with that because I had some channels in my collaboration. Sorry, I got a dog that's gone off the wild end, so I
We're cool with
apologize.
dogs. We're good.
She hates skateboards and they go by left and right because we live right next to a skateboard park. So I struggled with it because I had some channels say, in order to increase your numbers, you should go ahead and go through where they have to subscribe to your channel. And I'll be honest, it crossed my mind. Just hear me out though, Jan. I know where you're going. But then I went through the giveaway rules to make sure I wasn't violating anything. I didn't do anything wrong. And I came across that. And it does refer to it as being when monetized, you will be hurt because of doing that at some point. So of course, the natural thing for me, again, remember when I did my giveaway and started it, I was only at 200 subscribers. I didn't think anything of it. I never in a million years expected I'd be where I'm at less than 30 days later. But the point being is that I actually thought about it. I don't think it's fair to the other channels for me to make their subscribers subscribe to my channel just to be in the giveaway they've been a part of. You got to look at what you're doing to the other channels as well. And to me, I said, no, that's going to hurt them more than it's going to hurt me. I don't have them. They're going to lose people if they're being forced into do that, possibly. I mean, everything's up in the air, but I didn't want that to be an issue. So I just stayed away from it. I was like, no, I'm not going down that road. But it was a hard conversation for me to have with myself because I seen the potential in it, but it's not real. Those are not real subscribers for a giveaway.
Yeah, exactly. Chris and Larry, if you have a subscriber only video and the subscribers only are allowed in that video, you're okay. But if you have it open to anyone else to come in that video and they win and they're not a subscriber, say you have a wheel and they're not a subscriber, you're liable. They can sue you.
When we did our 500 giveaway, it was subscriber only. My live was only open to subscribers.
Yeah, if it's a subscriber only.
Okay.
But remember,
as the new guy, how did you do that?
When you set up your live in YouTube Studio, that's where you set it up. And,
instead of in StreamYard?
Correct.
But it's a setting that you can go change. StreamYard will pick it up if you go into the YouTube Studio and set it. When you set up your StreamYard, it'll go automatically live subscribers only, which is a perfectly viable method of growing subscribers if you have a channel interesting enough for people to want to chat. Now, I don't do that because I do so many different communities that if I did a subscribers only, I probably wouldn't get anyone in chat.
Right. No, that's
people come in to get their links dropped.
Yeah,
it's not true.
But the other thing is, Dale,
coming in, Tamara.
Dale, the other thing is when you do the subscriber only, what I've noticed, because I moderate for a lot of channels, the ones that do subscriber only lives don't have hardly any problems with any kind of trolls.
That's true.
If you do one where it's wide open, then you're opening yourself up for trolls and all that.
That's true.
That the sexual stuff.
Yeah.
And
porno.
I have another bit of warning. I was on a panel this morning that was prawn bombed while I was on the panel. And I was actively saying, don't do it. Don't bring him up. That's not a legitimate account, because I had already checked it out in chat. And he just wasn't paying attention to what he's doing. He brought him up, made him big screen, sat there and stared at the horrendous things going on the screen and went, Oh my God. And I was steadily screaming, take him down, take him down, take him down, take him down, stop it.
Yep.
And
So
it's too late.
I've never heard of
that
this without details. What is pom bomb? Sorry.
Okay. It is when someone takes a graphic video, uploads it to their OBS, appears on your panel as a person like us, and then swaps over to their VR cam so that they can show a very graphic scene, generally of very large men doing very unsavory
inappropriate
things.
things. Right.
Tony,
Okay.
if you
Right.
can't see their face in the basement, they're never.
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
I won't bring
no,
them
ma'am.
in. No.
Yeah.
No.
That's not
I
good
don't.
enough. No,
I've
ma'am.
already had a set rule with myself. If I don't know
Yeah.
you prior, I'm not bringing you up. I got to know
Yeah, I
you
had a friend
somehow,
who did
some
it.
way.
She had a man doing his dirty on her
Even
live.
seeing their face does not protect you because I can
Well,
bring up your
true.
face or his face and show it to you as if it's my camera.
Yep.
Part of the
that's
way I
true.
do my show allows me to do that, and I could be the worst terrorist on this freaking platform, but I don't do that. That is anathema to what I do. I want to
Yeah.
promote other people's channel.
Chris
I
said
want to
the
talk
same
to you
thing.
about why you have a channel.
Yeah.
Actually,
If I
Chris
don't
is the one
send
I
you the
learned that
link-
from. She flat out said that before, and I was like, "That is the smartest thing to do." If I don't know them, I have no business bringing them up because I'll actually follow it up with something Devil Dog went through. Jesse, you were there that night that happened when that individual became a problem, and he knew him, but at the same token, it was a problem that. And I'm not trying to tell Eddie anything about his show. This guy
Subscribers
was
only
talking in
giveaway.
some. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I was reading chat.
Oh no, you're
JB
fine.
wanted to know: is there any way to stop the folks that just show up when there's just a giveaway? You can do all right.
Subscriber.
You can set up a live stream, and you can use your community tab or someone else's community tab that you know to share the private live stream so that people can join your live stream that only know a particular creator. So if you have a community tab, you can set up the live stream, share the live stream to the community tab, share it to your followers, set it up a few days ahead of time, and anybody that wants to show up for it can come in at the right time.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you can't do is set it up public and then change it to private in midstream. I think that kicks everybody out.
It does. Yep. Or at least I've
Yes.
heard it does. Sorry.
But there's also a setting in there for a time. So, for example, if I wanted if JB was to come into my live and she wasn't a subscriber, and I was doing a giveaway,
Right.
it would not allow her to enter the giveaway unless she's a subscriber, because she would have to subscribe, and it would take either 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever I put in there as a wait time for them to be able to enter into the giveaway.
Yep.
So just for clarification, make sure everybody understands, not us talking. I am one, I want to clarify it, but for people in chat, if you're doing a subscriber only giveaway for your specific channel, that's acceptable.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do a subscriber. You can do a subscriber live. It don't have to be a giveaway. You can do a subscriber.
But I'm
live.
referring to the giveaway clause
yes.
that we were
Yes.
talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Can't say you have to be a subscriber to win. According
But you could
to
list
the
it like a
YouTube
sub.
rule.
So how do you get around that? Because I think in titling, you're still saying the same thing as subscriber
Like
giveaway.
I said, title it giveaway. Don't explain nothing about subscribers, but only allow a private, be a private live and set it up through a
alternate.
Yeah, right.
And see,
You've got parallel YouTube.
And see, I went through Boots when I did mine. I went through Boots, and he helped me set mine up and everything. And when I did mine, it was 500 sub appreciation day. That's what all it said was 500 sub appreciation day.
Okay.
It didn't say nothing about being a subscriber or anything like that.
Okay, I get it. Thank you.
But the only people that can get in are people that have the link. So.
Okay, got it.
Come on, you like hornets, you know.
Right.
So it'll only go out. It'll only go out to your family members that way.
Correct.
Also, in a community post, if you mention people like channel names in the community post, those people get it almost immediately. It'll be 10 or 15 minutes. Everybody else in your subscriber base pick it up over time.
Right.
True.
Thank you.
True.
Am I the only channel that's like when this live goes and then will be posted, I'll go back and I'm going to tag every one of you guys in that live that was in that panel. Am I the only one that does
Yep.
that?
You certainly are. But I'll explain why.
And I'll tell you something else, Dale. You just use the @ sign and you can start typing Simply Jan. It'll bring up my channel.
Oh, I knew that.
Over
Yeah.
1,000. You know that? Oh, see, you're way ahead of where I was. I just learned that. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Caucasian. What were you going to say?
Yeah, he's
What
got.
was you going to say,
I
Caucasian?
lost it.
I'm sorry.
I forgot it.
You were
Well,
talking
that's
about.
my job as a woman.
We're talking about
is
that.
to
When I
juggle
said that I was going to go back and tag all you channels in the description, so that our mention, I guess I should say, mention
That's
all of
awesome.
you guys.
Thank you.
Right.
That way.
Okay. The reason I don't do that, the reason I don't try to link back through the description is I private my live streams after the fact and I edit down an episode that's just for your channel. It'll be your title, your channel, all your description, all your information, all your links, everything. And then the After Dark section, which is what happens after the show, is no longer publicly available. It goes into an unlisted file, and those links are shared in my community post. If you're a subscriber, you can come check those out. If you can find them, they're back there.
Which makes a lot of sense because if you think about it, after this live is over, Dale, there's not going to be a lot of people that go back and watch the live. There may be a few, but in general, most people don't go back and look at lives.
I don't know as I agree with that because that one that Tony was in, Chris was in, I was in, Mitchell was in on Willoways. She got like 2,800 views off of that.
Yeah, she killed it on that one.
It's not. I'm not saying it's the rule. Right. I'm not saying it's the rule. It's the exception. Remember that.
Right.
The rule is most people don't go back and look at lives, but there are exceptions, right? For example, my 500 giveaway, I've had over 500 views on my giveaway. After it went live. So
that's awesome.
That was like a wild giveaway too.
It was, but you know, but in general, the rule is
it doesn't happen generally. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I know I have in the few that I've done, I've went back in there and mentioned people in the description. And I don't know if it benefits or not, but it's important to me. I like
it will definitely create interaction.
Yeah, that's wonderful that you do that. Sometimes I'll do a video and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to put the tag in, or someone will comment. I'm like, oh God, I forgot to put your tag in, and I'll go back.
I've never hashtagged a video.
Chris nailed it right on the head right there.
No, I mean put the channel name in.
Tagging helps with your algorithm.
Sure. Yeah. I have no freaking clue what to do with it. No idea. No clue. Send me an email that has all of the hashtags in it. I'll put it on all my videos. Otherwise, I have no clue what to do with it.
Well, and that's, that's when we were talking earlier about, Carrie was asking about the new channels, what does a new channel do? And Josh says that he tags in the description also. That's one thing when watching or listening to Tim Schmoyer from Video Creators, he tells you do not use tags whatsoever. He's like, the algorithm doesn't use it, but you go and you look at those channels who are, I hate to name drop, but like Simple Life Reclaimed or Come On Homesteading. Go look at their videos. They have tons of tags on their videos.
They have them preset. Those are preset.
Something's got to be happening there. You know what I mean?
All right. Hey, I'll tell you what. Give me that channel name.
Which one? Simple Life Reclaimed?
With a ton of tags. with
Simple
just
life
any
reclaimed.
with a ton of text.
Simple life
Simple.
reclaimed. Life
Well,
reclaimed.
here's what Anthony at Country Road Cure says is what you put in your title, you should type those very same words. You don't have to hashtag them, but type those very same words in your description as you're explaining the video.
Right.
And that brings up the algorithm. But I do all that, but I also use hashtags. I use TubeBuddy or whatever it's
Buddy.
called.
Yeah.
TubeBuddy, yeah.
Yeah, I use TubeBuddy, and I put in those.
Yeah, I don't know that you need to use a TubeBuddy for your lives, but you should use them for your videos.
No, I don't ever use them for my lives. I don't do
Yeah.
jack with my lives. I just do my live, monetize it, and go on with my life.
Go on with it, yeah. So go back to Redbird's question. Can you go back to Redbird's question, Dale?
Yeah. Yeah.
When people watch a live, does it count the same as a comment on a video? Are you talking about for watch hours, or are you talking about for comment?
It counts. It counts. Yeah.
There,
If
there is
someone's
a channel.
commenting on your live, like say you did a live, and I think this is what she's asking.
Helps out with the algorithm is what she means. And yes, it does. Because
Yes,
it's
but not as
small
much as a
compared to
comment.
everything. Exactly.
Yeah, a comment is a comment.
There is a channel called The Spiffing Brit. He did a number of live streams where he broke the various functions of the YouTube live stream mechanism. He utilized his willing guests, and he was able to determine a view counts from 30 seconds in. When you start watching the video, it counts. But when it comes to a live stream, it starts counting from the time you start watching and doesn't actually count you until after 30 seconds of view time. So when you're sitting there on StreamYards and you have 12 people watching, there might be 30 people actually watching, but only 12 of them have been watching for 30 seconds.
Ah.
Right? So you'll have your chat flying, but nobody's watching your video yet. Nobody's in your live stream. Each live stream chat represents a small percentage of interaction of your channel. That percentage is a direct ratio to the number of interactions you've had with the live stream. So if you had 10 subscribers and every subscriber made 10 comments on every video, and you had 10 videos, and you did one live stream, and all 10 subscribers show up, watch 37 seconds, refresh the stream, and watch 37 seconds again, you would end up with 20 watching simultaneously.
Yes. So it rounds up after 30 seconds.
Go check something like that, right?
Yeah.
Go check the Spiffin Brit and look for his live stream breaking videos. They're brilliant bits of game theory. They're awesome.
Can you say the name one more time? Sorry.
The Spiffin Brit. SPIFFIN. I'll type it in chat.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Annette has another question here from Apple Tree Urban Homestead. You know, we found out she has 2 channels. Her one channel has a large subscriber base but needs watch hours. Her channel now is new or upcoming, and she's wondering, should she combine both of her channels into one, and how would I transfer the videos?
Okay, don't transfer the videos. You have a solid channel on one of your big channels. You have good content, solid videos. If you decide to transfer a few, that's fine. It lets everybody know it's the same people doing a different channel. Having 2 separate channels has more potency than just one. Your big channel has the ability to use videos, your subscriber base, your community posts, all of this stuff to share your smaller channel. Also, your bigger channel has more general internet clout, and it'll allow you to get onto various panels and shows and various other things that your smaller channel won't necessarily get. So use your big channel to promote your small channel, but also use that big channel to promote other channels with it, because they will do more word of mouth sharing than all of your effort with your big channel.
Good advice.
I have gotten more subs from Truth Be Told audits because he really enjoyed the show. And he goes out there and beats the bushes and sends people to me. That's cool.
Yep.
That's way better than all the effort you can put into it, because he wants to do it.
Yep. It's like what we were
That's
talking
great
about,
advice.
Wendy at Willow Way, Devil Dog, you know, people like that are Jesse, you know, that are out there telling people about these channels. Big Mike and Terry at MT, you know, they're shouting out all these channels and stuff like that and sharing it. Jan, my Jan, I wasn't going to leave you out.
I'm just saying.
My
I'm just
Jan
saying.
tells everybody about everything. You know, that
3
is the kind of
years.
thing. 3 years. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that to me is exactly what he's saying. That's doing more
Yes.
for good for you than you out there, you know, sharing it on your Facebook, sharing it, you know. I'm putting out video after video after video after video. Please let me hit the algorithm. If you just got channels
Yeah.
out there that are going, hey, have you watched this guy? Just go check out, you know, some of those videos. That's going to do more good for you. Redbird,
Yeah.
Brenda wants to know, okay, my mail call. I put hashtags for everybody. I got something from in the hashtag area. Was that where I should put it? Yes. That's
Yes.
there, or the description, either place.
Yeah,
I put
so
it in the
remember,
description.
In the description.
You got to remember, you
I
don't have
think-
much room. You don't have that enough room in the title to put every single
Yeah.
hashtag that you want.
No,
You
I put it.
limited.
I put it in the description
I would
down
put maybe
below.
one
for
or
the
two
tag.
on the title, one or two in the title, and then the rest of them put them in your description, because you don't have that much
And
room.
you don't really have to put them in your title.
As long as you have them in your description.
In the description. Hey, Rich Cat, what's up?
Rich Cat wants to know about live stream watch hours. If you only have a 3-hour live stream, how many watch hours is that going to add up to?
It's not gonna
Depends
translate
how
like
many
that.
people are on your live.
No, ma'am. It depends on how many people are on your live for more than 30 seconds, and then how long they watch it after that. So with 2,000 people watching a 1-hour live stream, you might get 50 hours of watch time.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to remember this whole process is based off of seconds, not hours and things like that. It's based off of subscribers sitting there long enough to do it. It's there for them interacting in the conversation. But I guess what I'm ultimately saying, it's not one formula beats YouTube.
Yeah, but
or do you understand it?
But I think
well, you can game theory it.
Go ahead, Jess. Sorry.
I think what they're thinking is, you know, game theory wise, is that if you have a 1-hour live and you have 10 people watching, you should get 10 hours worth of
10 hours.
watching.
No.
Which general math, yes, it does, but it
Correct.
doesn't work in
theory.
YouTube.
In theory, that's what I'm saying. In theory, that's what,
right.
Homestead,
Because I'll be
where you
honest,
are,
I
that's
was
exactly right.
I'll be honest with you. I was going around.
Thumbs up are real important.
Right.
Thumbs up.
But I was going around all the time and I was saying exactly what Jesse just said. You got 20 people watching for an hour on a live stream. That's 20 watch hours, until somebody pointed out I think it's 37. I think you are correct on the seconds they have to watch for it to register, how long they're sitting there, and then how much does that flow repeat in the system itself. So it's all based off of a continual rotation.
Also, return viewers count better than first viewers. Completely unsubscribed viewers are actually count heavier towards the viral quality of the video. So if you get no one but subscribers in your live stream, you have less chance of going viral and getting put on the recommended page and all of that. But if you do somehow you trigger unsubscribed people to flood into your chat by a clever title or a good clickbait image or whatever it is you do, that will trip you into the recommended faster than anything else. I did a clickbait title one night that I didn't have a show. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I was like, that's a cool thing. Put some words on it. Here's my thumbnail. I got 280 people in there. None of them ever heard of me. And I wasn't doing a show, so none of them got to see what my show was about. I didn't know what to do about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So
I
Chris
did a
says,
dehydrating video, and same thing happened, and I wasn't trying. I mean, I just it was last year. I was still pretty new, and I was doing beef jerky, and it's not Bass Pro Shop. Who's the other? Who's the sister company of Bass? Cabela's. I have a Cabela's dehydrator, and I did a review, and then I did a recipe, 3 different recipes on it. And to this day, I still get questions and comments from that video. And I mean, it wasn't clickbait or anything. It was just like, I'm dehydrating meat, and I'm using Cabela's recipes, and I'm using their dehydrator, but it's one of my top videos, except for the kittens that we just had born. I have over 1,000 views on a short I did on kittens being born.
Yep.
But you don't get paid for shorts. That sucks.
And when you hit that algorithm, like what happened with my Crocker video, it just baffled my mind. Like,
I know.
It's like in an hour and a half time, it gained like 2,000 views. I'm like, what is going on here? I mean, something's got to be wrong, and it's just, but again, if you could do it every time, I know.
The prior meetup last year, I got monetized during that meetup, and I hit my watch hours. Everything happened. Everything blew up at the prior meetup, and I was just shocked at all the views. I mean, I did a live, and I did a video. I did videos, because I'm social butterfly. I was all over the place. And I did the videos and put them out, and I was shocked at how many views I got on those videos. But I was putting them out pretty that night. I wasn't waiting till the next day. I put them out that night. And I think that's what helped, because it was like people want to know what's going on at the prior meetup, even though we were doing lives all over the place. They wanted to see some more intimate videos, and that's what I did, and it blew up. It was pretty cool.
Can I address something Chris and Larry brought up here? Okay.
No.
Whatever Jan tells me, I'm good with it.
You go for it, buddy.
No,
it's not much.
She said the only hashtag that you should have in a title is hashtag shorts. I think YouTube made a change. According to Boots, they made a change where you don't have to put hashtag shorts anymore, because now
automatically does it.
It's based on time now. It's 58 seconds or less.
No, 54 seconds. Filmed in vertical using the portrait filter. And uploaded from a mobile device. If any of these things are not done, it is not a short. However, using hashtag short on a video uploaded from a laptop sometimes pokes it into the short feed as a short. And I don't know how that works. I haven't been able to make it.
This is just what he was telling us the other day, that they just changed that. They took the requirement was before you had to have hashtag shorts in order to classify as a short.
No, sir.
Now
you had to upload it.
It just has to meet these other requirements. Like you said, filled.
I started my channel on shorts. That's what made my subscriber base. The first video I uploaded was a joke short filmed less than 54 seconds in vertical from a mobile device and uploaded that way. Your editing is a little bit hinky because if it and it says below 60 seconds. But if
But
you
you round up.
edit anything, right, if you edit anything beyond 54 seconds, it rounds up to 1 minute and is not a short,
Correct.
regardless of what hashtags you put in it. So I'd use 54 seconds and use Shotcut for an editor and OBS to poach my videos. I film my own version of that video and then edit it down to fit and to be a short, and then I email it to my phone and use my phone to upload it. It pops as a short every single time.
Yeah, because you're
assuming it's in the right frame,
right,
the right length.
Yeah.
right links.
It works.
Tony, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in the
Dale,
channel.
I need to go because I'm really old, and
It's good to meet you.
Thanks for coming in, Jan. We appreciate
I
it.
need to keep this beauty going.
Dale, I'm going to drop too. We got an early
love
morning
y'all.
I love you guys.
Have a blessed
Thanks for
week.
coming in here.
It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you all.
All right, Caucasian. Dale, I'm going to have to drop as well. I got an early morning tomorrow. So.
I'm with you, Jesse. But hey, thanks so much for coming in here, the Mod Father.
Yeah, no problem. Thank
Much
you.
love, brother.
Yeah.
Y'all be good.
You bet.
I'll be checking you out, Caucasian.
Yes, sir. I got jokes too.
All right, bye. Oh, no.
Oh, no. They're bad.
Everybody.
Good to meet you, brother.
You bet. Nice to meet you. And that was kind of like what you were talking, about with your name title the other morning in that live. When we seen that, my wife and I were like, is this a real thing? So we went and checked you out. And that's when I posted, which I was driving, and I told her, I'm like, just post on there, email me so that you could email to reach out to me. But yeah, I'm always up for a panel as long as it's a real person, and as long as, I'm a family channel. I like having a certain, you know what I mean?
Now, I'm above 18. I'm all of my shows are above 18 because I smoke. I cuss. If somebody got something to say, they can say it. I'm going to private it after the stream anyway. So it's not that far off the mark. But during your show, I will abide by the rules of your channel. You will be modded in my chat so that if you have any particular trolls you recognize and they pop up, you can do some right out.
Yeah.
You will also be modded through the premiere of the show, the edited. When I upload the edited video, like 3-4 days later, whenever I can download it, get it edited, whatever it takes,
Yeah.
And once it's up on the channel, you can go and download it from the YouTube. If you've got YouTube Premium, you can download it from Premium and upload it to your channel because it's about your channel.
Yeah.
Also, there's one more trick I do, and this is a bit of my personal brilliance, right? This one blew the back of my brain out when it occurred to me. I interview your channel. I put Sasquatch Shields, the number of the episode, and your channel name spelled perfectly. I triple check it. That way, when anybody searches your channel, they find your channel, and right up under it, they find my episode.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It helps you out.
Dude, big time.
Oh,
I'm still picking up people from NC Tyrant Hunter. He just broke 100,000 people, and I pick up 1 or 2 subscribers a week from that one episode.
That's awesome. And that's the kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. And I've got called out. I have this series called Why I Can't Farm Like Justin Rhodes, which is like he's almost a million subscriber.
It's like our mustachioed thing that me and MLH have going back and forth.
Yeah,
well, fun. I got you.
And my deal is I didn't make it to like name drop him, to try to shirt tail off of him. It's just something that come into my head one day, and boy, people, of course, I started getting people, that were
right. Well, that's called clout chasing.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't like it, and I get an immeasurable amount of hate from people, like who had never heard of me because I just started my channel. Well, I've been in NC Tyrant Hunter's private chat for like 3 years.
Yeah,
he knows who I am. So when I show up and I'm like, make some smart aleck remark that Jeff gets, he understands, and somebody else jumps on me about it, I interview him on my show. Don't believe me? Ask Car Thief News how we met.
Yeah.
He came in trolling on me hard, and I was like, so what do you do for a living? Next thing you know, he's another episode on my show, and he's a great guy too. He's got some real cool stuff.
Cool.
I'm a little worried about him. I hadn't heard from him.
Hey, Redbird down here says, I film all my videos by phone, but upload them from iPad. So does that affect a short? I don't know that.
Does your iPad upload through your cellular signal from your phone, or is it registered as a mobile device? Are they popping up as shorts occasionally, and just occasionally they don't? Or are all of your shorts going up as shorts and random ones don't? Because sometimes it just doesn't do a short. I don't know why. Sometimes I can't upload it as a short. I'll edit it down to 30 seconds. It still won't go as a short. I don't know why. I'm assuming my format's wrong, so I'm kind of how on the recording end of it. But I don't know.
This is what I used to film with, iPhone 11. So all my filming I do landscape because I want full screen.
Right.
So I have to consciously tell myself I got to do this for a short.
When you do a short, and this is something I swear by, everyone do this. I don't care what kind of shorts you do. Look at that camera and give them every tooth you got. All of them. Give them the big grin. Even if you got bad teeth, the algorithm does not care. It'll pick the smile. And if you're poaching videos off of like TikTok or Reddit or somewhere like that, and you're using OBS, look for a scene in there to include that has either an angry face or a big grin, and it will pick that for the thumbnail every time. Like 89% of the time, most of the time.
That's awesome. Well, that's why I'm doing it, Homestead, where you are, so that people can come back and glean information from this. Brenda says it's not a short yet, but just tried one. But I think I recorded it long ways, but wanted to know before I tried it. I've uploaded them that were long ways, and you can edit, depending on your software. I use KindMaster. I can turn it the other way in KindMaster.
Right. Hey, Cattle Kitchen. Good to see you.
Yeah, Kettle. He's definitely. He said he's already on your subscribers, so that's awesome.
Oh, cool. That's fantastic. There's a bunch of really cool channels back there, but here's a funny thing about my channel. This is the weirdest crap. All right, so I do this show. This show happens every Thursday or Saturday, assuming I have a guest that's willing to come up and I've got something to do. If I don't have a guest and there's no show, I'll do a Chilling with Sasquatch. I just pick a random topic that I hear somewhere in the world, and I make a clickbait title and post it up there, and then we sit around and talk about whatever pops up. It's just chilling. But my After Dark, which goes a little bit more like Chilling with Sasquatch, gets 5 times the viewers my actual show does when it's live. But my show gets 5 times the views my live streams get.
Yeah, I know.
After it's up.
I know. It happens to me.
It's weird.
And the live stream, like the last one I did live from the farmer's market, Little Ridge coming
the world's smallest farmer's market.
Unconfirmed. And so I didn't have very many showing up there, but when it posted, it jumped in there everywhere, but
I think that's because you put in the words "world's smallest."
Yeah.
The title of I'm dead serious. The title of your short has a lot to do with it. Do not capitalize words. Just lowercase, non-case sensitive lowercase. Don't worry about that.
Really?
Really. It does not care whether it's capitalized or not unless you're searching for a specific video. As far as the algorithm's concerned, it's just letters, right? Generally don't include numbers unless it's listing it in the number of order that it was uploaded, right?
Yeah. So like my series is part 1, part 2, part 3.
Right, exactly. That seems to be fine. But if you do like one scary whatever, it's not going to register the one as being anything important, and it seems to throw it off a little bit. Let's see, what was the other thing? There's another thing. Oh, in the description. You want to be as general in the description as possible and not be specific about what it is. Because if you just say it's this, it's going to fall into that slot. And that's all that's going to see it.
Yeah.
Like when I do a joke, I never describe what the joke is actually about in the description. So let's say, all right, what do you call a cow spying on another cow?
Don't know.
That's a stakeout. So that is a joke about a cow.
Yep.
Right? So if I tell a blonde joke, it's not a blonde joke. It's a joke about whatever the punchline of the blonde joke is. The description is also a joke.
Yep.
Right? The algorithm does not like that and doesn't know how to take it. And so I end up being splattered across the shorts feed kind of randomly.
Hey, there's nothing
like a
wrong with
shotgun
that.
blast.
I think that's the one thing that I have gleaned or taken from Tim Schmoyer is your thumbnails, your titles need to make a pain in that person's brain that they have to click it because it doesn't make sense. It's like making your titles and everything inside of that thumbnail, the colors coordinate and everything. If you make them not
I got a different
coordinate,
opinion on that.
if you make them not,
I got a different way.
Oh, really?
A little bit different, yeah. If you go look at my actually, you can tell which ones are clickbait. You can tell the very second you look at them. I use when I'm doing a show live stream. I use like if I'm doing your show, I'll use your avatar as the thumbnail, right? It's obvious who the show's about. There's no debating it, you know. But when I'm doing a chilling with Sasquatch, I go find something really weird, and then I put bright yellow text over the top of it because it's the color that I've associated with the Sasquatch crossing sign. And anytime I show up, I want people to be cautious.
Yep.
Right? Because I'm a nice guy. I'd love to help you with your channel. But if you put your foot in your mouth, I'm going to make damn sure you taste it.
Exactly.
If you say something, we're right.
There's something to that. I mean, that's part of your branding. You know what I mean? And that's right now I'm like uncomfortable because I'm not in my normal branding. You know, I'm not in my 9 Acre branded hat. I'm not in my overalls, you know.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm usually in black with sunglasses, bright lights, and grinning at the camera like a Cheshire cat.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Now, this is the only thing that's common in most of it is most of mine have a John Deere hat on, you know, and it just kind of fits my brand, you know.
Right.
Brenda, thank you so much for being a mod tonight. I appreciate you being in here. Annette from Apple Tree Urban Homestead, thank you for being in. We appreciate it. Rich Cat Ranch. I'm kind of with everybody else. Caucasian, I'm going to turn in for the night because I got to get.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I
let me do my sign off.
You bet.
Let me do my sign off.
Go ahead.
All right. So I want to thank each and every one of you coming by tonight, spending a little bit of time with us. I love each and every one of you like a brother and a sister. And I don't want any harm to come to any one of y'all. Anytime you get a chance, you come by and you dig around in my channel and you find something good, you tell them Sasquatch sent you. They don't know who I am, but it'll really confuse the hell out of them. It pleases me to no end.
I love it.
You have a good one, brother. Thank you for letting me come up.
So much. You bet. And talk to you later. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Good night to y'all. I hope that you gained something from this. And I know I've been well educated from this live tonight. And God bless y'all. I hope you found the Caucasian Sasquatch as entertaining as I have, and how much that he helped out channels while he was in here, guys. Chris, thank you so much for taking part in my live and modding. And big shout out to the mod father, to Simply Jan. She's always been there since the beginning, helping me out, and I appreciate you. Aroki Homestead, thanks for coming in. Have a good one. Josh, Big Josh Skinner, I want to see that new video out before the week's up, buddy. All right. Good night, y'all. Thank you.